Hello everyone, Tina Spalding Trance Channel here. I'm going to do another reading from my autobiography book. And don't ask me why, I've got the feeling, so that's how my guidance works. Jesus and Ananda, my guides and teachers, work through feeling. So I will get a repetitive feeling to do something. It doesn't come in the form of channeled words. Comes in the form of feeling. So if you are getting a feeling to do something these days, it's good to check in and ask yourself, is this my thought? Do I normally think like this? The other day, for example, I had several nudges to plant potatoes and onions. And this is not a thought Tina would have. So I am planting potatoes and onions. And so think about your guidance system and how you have your repetitive thoughts, and then feel into whether you're getting nudges to do something else. Anyway, I'm going to read the Jesus introduction to his book, and that way he can tell you why he wrote it. Okay, thanks. I am returned to connect with the world. I have come to speak to you as a group, as a species, as a group consciousness that exists on this plane at this time. The stories in this book are not for recreation. They are to clarify and to heal the split, distorted perceptions that many of you are walking around with. My name is Jesus. This is a very exciting opportunity for me as this being that you know as Jesus. I am at work in many places, many times, and many dimensions. This is not the only place that I am exerting my personality, as you call it, this focal point that you may converse with. I use my mental and spiritual connections all the time, all over the world, for there are many beings who call my name. There are many beings who misunderstand what it is I stood for and what I represent, and this is why this book is being written. To clarify the message and to educate those beings. This was not my name in my lifetime, but I will use this word as it triggers great joy and fear and causes great confusion and anger in its spoken form. There is no reason for a word or a name to elicit such fear and joy, hatred and judgment. This gives you an idea that the name has been misused. For if a name is in alignment with love, with peace, and with joy, it only brings these feelings to the surface. My name has been contaminated and used to commit crimes. It has been used to subjugate people, to spread lies, and to deceive millions of people out of their true heritage, which is a divine, creative, and joyful existence. Now, this seems a heavy and hard subject to talk about, but it is very important that the truth of my existence becomes known. For there are many, I am sorry to say, who labor under misconceptions and falsities of what I was, what my life meant, and what happened on that journey. There have been fabrications, there have been distortions, and there have been out-and-out lies. There are, of course, some truths sprinkled in there, and so I am here to channel through this one we call Tina, this one we call the Dear One. She is a vessel who offers up her physicality to transmit information that is of great import to your spiritual, mental, emotional, and physical health. She offers her body as a microphone, as a magnifier, as a megaphone, and as a producer of the material out of the goodness of her heart and out of the arrangements that she has made with all of us here to do this work and to spread the words of the non-physical through her voice into the world so that you may hear them. We are here to give you relief from your misperceptions. We are here to align you with truth so you might not suffer anymore. These histories, these stories, and these lies and fabrications distort your ability to connect with divine information. They distort your ability to relate to other human beings in a kind, compassionate, and egalitarian way. As long as these lies stand without contradiction, and as long as they stand without a voice speaking up to tell the true story, then these lies and misperceptions, these untruths, will continue to distort the lives of honest, kind, and caring people who think they are doing the right thing because they are reading the Word of God. This is not the truth. The Bible is not the Word of God, for there is much death, and there is much killing, and there is much judgment, narrow-mindedness, and cultural distortions in that book that do not apply in God's world. They do not apply in the world of the divine, the higher realms of light and love and joy and creativity. These are human stories that have passed through the lenses of many men and, unfortunately, few women. This text, these stories that you call the Bible, is distorted by cultural prejudices and power structures you are now oblivious of. So I have come at this time, in this place, and through this being, to speak my truth, to speak the story of my life, the true story of my life. Now, there are those in traditional religious circles who will say that this woman speaks blasphemy and that she is possessed by the devil, but this is not the case. This being is of high vibration after much prayer and considered meditation and spiritual work. More than many of you who stand in judgment of her, she has practiced the art of forgiveness, the art of creativity, and the art of honesty. And self-expression to a high degree, and has, through this practice, cleared the way for these communications. So do not point a finger at her and attack her in any way, for she is clearer than those who attack her. Those who attack her, even in thought, show a lack of clarity and a lack of understanding of my teachings. If you stand in judgment of this being, you are closed-minded. You are not practicing the principles that I taught when I was transformed on this physical plane many, many years ago. You are practicing the energy of the ego and the material world, and your self-righteousness is evidence of your lack of awareness, your lack of elevation in the vibrational sense. So if you come to this book with an air of judgment, superiority, or dismissal, know that these are reflections on you rather than on us and the dear channel who took down this information. This is the truth. Judgment is the biggest crime that can be committed against yourself and against others. Whatever the judgment, you are judging against yourself in the sense that you disconnect from spiritual communication. You disconnect from the flow of abundance and love, that which you call God. The benevolent force that guides the universe and that guides the teachings and the processes that illuminate, help, and assist beings on their way to the higher realms. The reason I am here is to take advantage of the clarity of this channel, of the liberalism that now pervades your culture, and of the technical developments that allow this information to be disseminated to millions of beings around the planet. Now is the time to step up and learn the true teachings of this one you call Jesus, this one you call the Christ, and to truly understand what my life meant, what I was here to accomplish, and why I lived the life I did. I talk about the truth of my birth and the truth of my life. I cover some stories that are recounted in the Bible and tell you the true story of those events. I describe some of my personal traits, my human traits, and I define what I am, who I am, and why these things happened. You will be able to understand the truth, and you will begin this reconditioning, this retooling of your mind, of your thoughts and beliefs on the subject of my life, my meaning and my purpose, for it is a long process. This story will begin the change. It will not make the change. It will facilitate turning the key in the lock, but you must open the door and walk through it into a new realm that is opened by this information. That is your responsibility. We can only bring you the message, this channel and I. Oh, hang on. I've gone the wrong way. We can only work together to transmit the information. But it is through your actions and your transformation that you will see a change in your world, a change in the subjective world that is manufactured from your beliefs, your thoughts, your feelings. This book will free you from the limitations of your conditioned mind, for there are many stories and tales about me that are not true. My punishments have been devised to Many punishments have been devised to discipline those who do not follow rules attributed to me, but that I never set. Many laws have been created that are not in alignment with what I taught. There are many institutions that you believe are good, but were created to lessen your spirit and, in fact, were created to diminish your creative abilities. Many of these decisions were based on erroneous information about me and what my life meant and what its purpose was. So the purpose of this book is to clarify, to tell the truth, and to share my energies with you so that you can begin the transformation of your mind and therefore the transformation of your heart and your world. It is in the misteachings that have been associated with my name that much death and pain has been caused and that much guilt and self-recrimination has been expressed. That was not my purpose, that was not my lesson. I came to live a life and express love, to express creativity and my own individuality, and to encourage all of you to do the same. My name has been used in vain. My name has been used for other purposes, and it is for these clarifications that I arrive now with assistance from other non-physical beings who have paved the way for this communication to take place, who have paved the way in helping clarify this channel by removing the last dregs of interference from its ability to speak my words and offer up my energies so that you might engage with them, discuss things with me, and talk these matters over with me in person. This is going to be part of our journey. Part of your journey will be dialoguing with me and talking about what I truly experienced. Come to this book with no judgment. If you cannot come to this book without judgment, put it aside until you have disciplined your mind to be at peace. For you will not hear the words if your mind is aligned with that of criticism and judgment and unloving thoughts. The words will fall on deaf ears and you will not be able to integrate them into your mind. So if you are reading these passages with judgment, hatred, and self-righteousness in your heart, we say put it down. You are not ready to read these words, and you are not ready to hear these words, for it is in the peaceful, kind heart and the quiet mind that knowledge can penetrate. It cannot penetrate through the battle armor of the ego and the narrow focus of the conditioned mind. If you are able to continue reading, if you feel excited about this material and open in your heart and mind to hear what I have to say through this particular form, then we look forward to sharing these many pages and these many stories with you. We are happy that you are with us. There is much information contained within these pages, and there are many tales of my excursions into the physical world. There are also paragraphs about how things work and why they work that way. These sections have wider margins and are set off by subheads and introduce lessons, reminders, and special topics Jesus would like us to take a note of as a whole. As a whole, this is a wonderful blend of story, informational, and structural ideas that will assist you in more fully living your life and understanding the history of your religious structures so that you may create a free and self-expressive life of your own, connected to Source in all ways, without the need for intermediaries, rules, or regulations that have nothing to do with the teachings of truth. There are many beings who will look at this production and claim that it is far too casual and far too non-divine in its presentation, that I would not speak this way, that I would have an accent, or that you would speak a different language, but that these are the small thoughts of the ego. The transmission of information through consciousness does not require language. It does not require anything that is normally required within your three-dimensional world in terms of communication. It is done by thought only. Language and dialect and these sorts of things merely interfere with communication. When you are in the non-physical, communication is very easy through the thought processes and into the mind that is open to it. This particular situation offers us an opportunity to speak casually about who I am and what I did. It gives us the opportunity to allow the truth of my life as an ordinary human being to come through in the descriptions I give of the events and the people and the places I visited during my lifetime. This lifetime is not as significant as you think it is. You have, in your society, made it a very important thing. You have made it a very important story. storyline in your culture's development, and it is interwoven throughout all of your institutions. It is interwoven through all of your beliefs about many different subjects. So it's very important to unravel the story from your culture, and that is what this book is about. We are transmitting the true life, so you can begin to see that many of the stories that your institutions tell you are efforts to control, to repress, to organize, and to intimidate. My life was not what they say it was, and I was not what they say I was. This is why I am engaging in this format in a casual, conversational way. People will note that I am speaking ordinary words. There are no choirs singing in the background. I am an ordinary consciousness, if a little more elevated. The time is ripe. The need for spiritual revolution is here. The foundation blocks that have been set in your New Age philosophies. But it is time to deconstruct the old structures that have kept you in prison for so long. It is time to take down the walls brick by brick that have hidden your vision from the freedom and joy that is yours to express. It is time to take down the barbed wire of judgment and narrow-mindedness that many religions have erected to keep you contained within the concentration camp of your own mind, limited by false rules and false doctrines that do not convey the truth. I am pleased to be communicating with you once again. I am the one you call Jesus. I am the one who was referred to as the Son of God. But I am not more the Son of God than you. You are too. You are all the sons and daughters of God, and we are all equal. Some are just further along the road, that is all. We often turn back to grasp the hand of somebody who is sitting on the side, tired and disillusioned. That is our purpose, to assist each other along the road to awakening. I do love his words. So this is my challenge to you. If you have not yet read Jesus, My Autobiography, it is actually in audiobook form on Audible. It's the only book actually that I've done an audiobook for. So if you don't want to read, you can listen. And you can get it as a digital download, or you can go and buy the book, which I think is a lovely thing. So you can find it on Amazon, and you can find it on Light Technology Publishing's website. They get more money if you buy it directly from them. So if you would like to support the publishing company that has done a fabulous job of publishing my books over the years, please order it through them. They are in Arizona, United States. This book is transformative, and I would challenge anybody who has a traditional view of Jesus to read this book and get triggered. Get triggered. It's going to challenge everything you believe, and it is going to awaken you. I have had many people whose lives have been drastically changed once they've read this book. They have begun to channel, and they have begun to have a real transformation. So that's my challenge to you. If you have found this video and you listen to that excerpt, buy the book and see what it does to your life. It is a love-filled book. It's a fascinating story, and he teaches all of his most important principles in this story. So this is what it looks like. Jesus, My Autobiography, white book with gold lettering. And thank you for listening. And also, please subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to pump up my subscription numbers. And share if you dare, if you're brave enough. Okay, bye.